Hi guys, this is HelpingHans here, bringing you a 2v2 cast, a pro cast, because we got some pro players here. We have Angrybirds, as you've probably heard before on the channel. He's been featuring a lot of my casts over the years, and he is playing as Vermuk, and his teammate is Xuf, also featuring quite prominently in my casts, and he's playing DAK. They are a team of two. Opposing them should be actually a new team that I am not really sure about, or maybe I have casted Furina before. But they're both playing American, and we have a Chinese player here whose name I cannot pronounce. So he will be forever known as Chinese player. We're on Djebel Pass, which was recently made a 2v2 map. And yeah, I think I've already casted once before on this map as a 2v2 map. I think I've only played on it once as a 2v2 map, and probably only like once or twice in a 1v1 setting as well. I haven't really played this map too much, but it is a quite nicely designed map. I do like it. Got this nice little river, or rather stream, going through the area. Got the Cratchit suits that open up on the motorcycle, on the Jeep. Runs away. Gets his Brick Brother support of the 250 half track, and the Panzer Pioneers are helping in as well. But damn, the damage from the Jeep onto the motorcycle was quite heavy, but he can just go over here, and then once he's out of combat, he can pop on the repairs. MG42 from Angrybirds garrisons itself in this building. Riflemen are there to try and engage it. They're in cover, so they won't get suppressed, but they will take a lot of damage. And yeah, he does end up retreating out of that fight, so I guess that is a win there for Angrybirds. Pioneers trying to get around the Jeep, which is the right play, but unfortunately there's too much allied infantry there, so they have to back away. Cheeky mine going down. Nice little spot there for Xuf. He's maybe expecting the Jeep to come back this way, but it's probably going to get spotted by this rifleman squad. I think he's going to get seen planting this. Possibly spotted there. We'll see if an engineer starts to be queued up soon. I mean, he does have an engineer. He might actually get the sweeper and move it over to the left. I think he probably spotted that. Oh, we have partisans for our Chinese player here. This is probably a poor map for partisans, I would say, because there's not many buildings for them to utilize. There's just this one over here and this one here, and I don't think there's any more on the map actually. So there's not really many buildings they can take advantage of. But we'll see if our Chinese player here can make any kind of play here with partisans. A mortar does force them with the machine gun to relocate. And we have our 250 with a assault grenadier squad coming in onto the field here. Jumps straight out, right on top of the scout squad, doing quite a bit of damage to them. And then he's going to rotate over to fight these other units here. Damn, they didn't even drop a single model when they closed the distance there. And Xuf able to force back Furina with the Kettenkrad as well, capturing up the important 10+ fuel point. More mines going down here. Oh, there is that mine here. Does he not pay attention to it? His Jeep has avoided it. Let's see if he's going to be upgrading a sweeper package on that soon. MG being flanked by the Jeep. Getting some good hits in here on the side. Not benefiting from cover from that angle. He's probably just going to stay in there for a split second. He probably should have stayed in there for a split second just to get the cap. But now he hasn't got it. And now he's being forced back. Jeep's going to have to try and micro itself around a difficult area here. Riflemen do have grenades. There goes the sticky bomb. Mine has been spotted. Oh, I think we'll hit that. I think, did he clear that? Well, I think, did he drop a mortar round on that? Something's cleared that mine. We do have our first partisan squad. They are in this building. Drop smoke to blind them so they can't shoot. Good play there from Xuf. And then it looks like he might just steal the building off him. Those Grens are low. He's trying to relocate. I guess though the riflemen have to choose between chasing the MG or focusing on the Gren in the building. But there is the mortar bombarding that Gren, and the MG it probably needs to just run here. It's already lost 3 men. Yeah. Trying to be greedy and staying there for long. And also the riflemen have to retreat past this rifleman. Does Furina have grenades? Maybe, I can't remember if he was the one that had the grenades, but he's got, yeah, he does get the sticky bomb off, so that will be a dead Kettenkrad. He also could have potentially lobbed, he does have the munitions there to have lobbed a normal frag grenade to potentially wipe the Grens, and he didn't do that. So there was maybe a missed opportunity then to get a double wipe then, if he played his cards right. But a good play nevertheless. He does get the Kettenkrad, forces back his opponent, Angrybirds, on the right side of this map, and is decapturing the whole sector. Healing going up the base, got our first building going down. It's an infantry support center, looks to be. More mines going down, lots of mine placement over here. Jaeger's on the field now, so that means tier 2 from Angrybirds. Oh, and we see Xufe's not going for the flat feeling, which you'd expect most players to do, because that is one of the strongest vehicles in the game. But he's actually going to take up to tier 3 here instead. Maybe 8 rads. Ooh, Parsons. They fire a nice 80 volley from ambush here. They weren't able to get a second volley in. Assault Grenadiers lob their grenades, but the Parsons dodge. Though they are forced back anyway. Pioneers going to try and stop the decap of this, or rather, stop the cap, but they weren't successful. Grenade going in onto the machine gun. 2 men dead. Body parts go flying. Riflemen are pretty low, but they will be successful in the retreat. I wouldn't say it's looking good for the Axis at the moment. Allies definitely have the advantage. They have the pressure on. 8-Rad is in the build, though, and Allies haven't got any kind of relay here apart from some snares. Oh, we got a cheeky smoke round the back to get to close the distance. He's going to lob grenades. They are slightly on the retreat path, but unfortunately mistimed. But I like the attempt there to try and get round there and then lob them on the retreat. He could have gotten potentially a nice juicy wipe then, but he does end up forcing his opponent off the fuel. Jeep should be focusing the Pioneers as they're repairing here, not the Jeep. Not the motorcycle. He's now switching targets, so he's getting a bit of damage in. Oh, but maybe that was a bait, because here comes the 250 and the 8-Rad for a quick 1-2 punch to take out the Jeep. And, yeah, the 8-Rad is somewhat tanky. Can take a bit of punishment from those AT rifles, and the Parsons are going to run back, because if they stayed in that fight any longer, there's no way they would have been able to kill the 8-Rad before the 8-Rad and all the other infantry here from Xuf would have killed the Parsons. So yeah, retreating was the right course of action there for him. And we have to see what the Allies now do. We've got bars now. We've got we've got air support center actually, so we might see some planes being called in. Not a bad choice as well, considering that there is no flat feeling on the field, because that would be normally the unit that would be helped to shoot these planes down. But actually, because Xuf's got 8-Rad, he won't have any anti-aircraft capability at the moment. However, 2-2 has been. Xuf has gone for that. He's gone from tier 2 himself, so he could go a Werbel or maybe a Flak 30. Instead, he's opted to go for 2 Jaegers here, all with the G43 upgrades. No anti-tank capability from him at the moment. I mean, we haven't seen bars here from Furina, so I'm a bit concerned. And yes, that is why we haven't seen bars, because a Greyhound is about to pop out from the motor pool. And we'll expect him to instantly, you know, he's got, look at the amount of munitions. He's instantly just started to buy the upgrades, he's getting the armoured skirts and probably the machine gun as well shortly afterwards. Oh, motorcycle's got to run, lots of bars shooting him, he needs to get through. Yep, he'll be okay. We've got the, potentially a double team coming in here from Xuf and Angrybirds. We've got Angrybirds as Jaegers wanting to go for around the flank, but they keep hitting all these well-placed mines from this Chinese player. He's done really well with all these mines so far. Another mine there. No, he hasn't had a chance to plant one. Rifles here from Furina trying to get round the back. Not able. They're both going to get suppressed. However, the captain's there to stop the suppression. And that means the rifleman will be able to get in and lob the grenade. MG somehow surviving on a slither of health. Greyhound's getting involved. Great use of the captain, by the way, from Furina. And that is he's able to rout the Axis forces on the right. And now he's right outside the base. And Xuf is kind of on his own here on the left. This could be a good opportunity now for the Allies to do a double team on one Axis player. Panzerjäger's rotating over to try and fight the Greyhound. But Cole, it looks like we wanted to lob the AT grenade. He's staying in this fight for a bit too long. Oh, he's going to lose the half. He needs to jump out. Ooh, we jumped out just in the nick of time before the half-track died. Oh, however, in the north, our Parson squad will not make it back. Looks like our Chinese player here was kind of a bit greedy, trying to maybe get the last licks of damage in to kill the 8-Rad, but as a result, he retreats late, and then the Assault Grenadiers wipe up retreat. And now they've also picked up an AT rifle, which will help them actually against this Greyhound that's now rocking on over to the left-hand side. There you go, yeah. Greyhound's thinking, hang on, why have they got an AT rifle? Yeah, because normally Assault Grenadiers have got no AT capability. He's doing a lot of smoke. This squad's actually quite overextended. Lots of infantry squads here going to focus us down and retreat, but he does retreat early. And fairly healthy the squad is at the moment, so it should survive the retreat path. Angrybirds are not having a good time on his side. I mean, it's because the Greyhound, you know, he's got no real AT. He's getting a third Jaeger out. Maybe he's going to give that a Shrek to help fight against the Greyhound. The Greyhound does need to lick its wounds, though, for the moment. An engineer is coming on over to give it some TLC. Jaeger's trying to get the cap here. Oh, but they're losing a couple of men. They need to try and cap on cover. Not able to. First recon plane being called in here, so the Allies are going to see all these units here. Maybe we might see a bombing run or a strafe run followed through here. Yes, we do. We got some kind of, you know, maybe it's the, I think it's the captain doing a little mortar barrage here. No, actually, it was the strafe run instead then, not the captain. However, negligible damage there. Just a bit worried about Xuf. He's doing well, but he might overextend too much. If he, you know, the Allies could just push in from the side and catch one of these units on retreat if they try to double team. Angrybirds is not very mobile. His whole army is infantry based, so he can't quickly run over to the left and help his team out if he does get double teamed at some point. We do have an anti-tank gun here now for our Chinese player. That's going to be good to counter the 8-Rad, maybe the 250 as well. Maybe he can kill the motorcycle. So he did go for the retreat point, actually, our Chinese player, on this tunnel network. I think it might have been more benefit this game if he went for maybe the smuggling routes, potentially. It will help him get his units slightly more into the field a bit quicker, but he's only built that one tunnel the entire time. Grenade coming in. At the wrong side. Furina reads it wrong. MG, oh. Going to open up and suppress two rifles here. Though there's nothing to stop this Greyhound just rocking up straight onto this this machine gun. There is a Shrek though, actually. But not before maybe the Greyhound delivers some fatal damage to the machine gun. Yes, he does manage to decrew it. There goes Veteran C2. Meanwhile, we've got the Jaegers flanking around the back. The riflemen are still suppressed from the MG's fire before, and they're going to be forced back, actually. Now the captain has to run past multiple Jaegers and infantry. This is bad for the captain. We have another off-map being called in, probably the mortar barrage here. Why isn't the Jaegers focusing the captain? There was a prime opportunity there for Angrybirds to wipe the captain, but his Jaegers were not being pushed in the direction of the retreat path there. And now here comes a Chaffee on the field, finding a good opportunity to dive through here. There are some Jaegers there going to do a volley, but it's not going to be enough here. I think the 8-Rad will die. He does get it, but he's probably going to die for his troubles. Triple AT rifles, the AT rifle from the Assault Grenadiers. So there's a trade there. That might be a more worthwhile trade there for our Chinese player, because that 8-Rad was causing a lot of issues against all the infantry. So the Chaffee came on, did its job, died for the effort. But actually, the Stug D's on the field, and the Chaffee would have been good to help fight against that potentially as well. Happy New Year, Naga. How you doing, buddy? Hope you're good, man. Axis are kind of behind the victory points. They're past 300, where Allies are still fairly healthy at 425. That feeling is now being I think, or rather support elements. Or no, is he actually building it? I think he's building it. Interesting. I guess, yeah, maybe he's building it now because he knows there's airborne, the air support center, so he wants to shoot down the planes. We'll see if that is something he does get it. So that, I mean, even building this kind of late is still a pretty good thing to you know, even if you lose it, rebuying it late game is still really good. There we go. As soon as it comes to the field, it's now going to be shooting. It's going to be shooting down that plane, potentially. Ooh, but we might have seen upgrades here from our Chinese player. I don't see that he has actually upgraded the plane. Oh yeah, there it goes. It does get shot down eventually. We're on the right. Oh, that's some nice damage on the Grey. He needs some AT over here. I mean, the one Shrek is not really enough to really deal with this Greyhound. I mean, Angrybirds has just constantly been almost trapped almost in his base with only a few territory points to his name on his side. He has got a couple of decapping going on. He's managed to get some of these points over here, but he doesn't really maintain it for long. Kind of got like an interesting split going through the middle of the map right now. LEIG, actually. It looks like Xuf is going to come over and help him. Actually, this would be good here. He's got the AT rifles as well to fend off that Greyhound. And there's also no anti-tank gun over here. So this flak with the Jaeger combo is kind of uncountered, really, if he utilizes his push well. Yeah, here we go. Double hits here from the Jaegers. Actually, triple hits. So, like, did he pick up another AT rifle? Loads of grenades going in here, but the riflemen scatter and dodge it fairly easily. Stugdi as well. Coming in. Oh, this is not looking good for Furina. He's being double-teamed pretty effectively here. He's going to have to be fully routed off the field. Can the Axis take advantage of this and maybe wipe a squad here? Jaegers opt to go around the left and could again focus fire down the squad. Yes, they have a Shrek, but 4 of those guys have rifles. A little bit extra damage could have made the difference. Grenade goes in. He's, you know, looks like Angrybirds wasn't even intending to dodge it, but was initiating a move command anyway. But a great teamwork here from the Axis team as they push onto the field, fully rout the Allied forces here. The tunnel has been spotted, and also a brand new 105 has been spotted on the field. I don't think even had a chance to even fire, and it's already getting bombarded to hell. And the ammo cache as well is taken out, so big investment there for the Allies is quickly neutralized by the Axis team. They didn't kill the tunnel. Maybe they didn't spot the tunnel. Angrybirds maybe missed that. He did do a lot of damage to it with just the units walking past, but I don't think he really saw it. And yes, that's a huge loss there from the Allies to lose that nice indirect fire piece. So Axis need that kind of win. They are behind. That being said, though, the map is split 50-50 the opposite way now. You see a tank depot going up for our Chinese player. So overall in that engagement, it was just the new artillery piece that died. I don't think any infantry squads died. I don't think so. Oh, and we also see the Panzer pioneers in the base are salvaging these wrecks. I think actually the artillery might have landed on these wrecks and killed these, or the Greyhound killed them earlier, but he is giving a bit of extra manpower for that. So good use there of his commander choice of armored support. Oh, we do see a two-man squad retreating here. That's probably going to die. The Grenadiers are chasing. That is a nice wipe. Another good wipe there from Xuf. No more Parsons left here for our Chinese player. He's struggling here. I don't think he's made good use of his commander, to be honest. I mean, the Parsons haven't really had a big impact this game, to be fair. And his tunnel, I think, has finally been killed. I don't see it there anymore. Something must have killed it. Hands of forwards out, though, from Angrybirds. There are 3 AT guns, though, on the field to fight it. He really should heal up one of these, the ones over here. Got another little mortar barrage coming in, I think, here from the captain. I think it'd be good for Xuf. Is he teched up to tier 4 yet? No. I think he needs a Stuka. Yeah, they need some solid indirect fire now, the Axis. I mean, they do have the LEIG, but that's not enough to really get a good quick wipe on something. Captain's looking in danger here. He's going to retreat past. The Jaegers are trying to focus it down. Can they get it? Oh, no. The Captain's just going to make it back. Jaegers are maybe overextended here. Here comes Multibars and the Greyhound on their back here. We might even see the canister shots being used on these squads as they retreat back here. This is not looking good for Angrybirds. Overextended. Opportunity now. Grenades maybe should be lobbed here. Focus fire the Shrek squad. Can he get it? Oh, a bit of friendly fire. He's trying to focus it. Can he get it? The Greyhound can't get the last shot. Oh, no. Yeah, I think Furina kind of dropped the ball then. That was an easy opportunity then to get the wipe. The Greyhound could have been in there a little bit sooner, as soon as the squad retreated, and he could have potentially lobbed a grenade or two to help ensure a wipe then on the retreat of those squads. So yeah, bit squandered opportunity, sadly, from Furina. Angrybirds got to be careful about overextending there. I would say he got quite lucky going that deep. Scout squad retreating back. Uh-oh, Panzer IV's got to be careful here. Axis actually really could do with a Kettenkrad for vision right now because this P4, it did bounce one round, but there's a lot of AC guns about to open up on it. Panzer IV's just trying to finish off this machine gun here. Does get it. Huge ally push. We also see the A-team coming on from Furina. Bazookas. Vet 3, 250 dies. And we also see the 8 half-track is looking low. We do see a tunnel bomb coming in. Panzer Pioneer's got to be careful. They were just on the fringe of that. So they don't do too much damage. However, we do see the Axis have dropped a Stuka bomb. And I'm able to decrew both AT guns because of that. So actually, if the Axis can capitalize, maybe, and wipe these AT guns while they're decrewed, that'd be huge, but... Oh! Flak's got to be careful. The one bazooka guy's left. He should be okay. He's gone for the repair upgrade from Armory as well. Passive repairs out of combat. We have got a plane maybe coming in here. What is this? I think it's just another Captain Mortar Barrage. Yeah, that doesn't do much damage, so that you should be fine. However, we got an incendiary bombing run. The captain's sitting in it. He's not paying attention for Rihanna. That will be a dead two captain. And we'll all see the MG34 that was stolen earlier has been reclaimed by Angrybirds. So he was too busy microing on the right. Another plane coming in. 2 AT guns are still decrewed. Axis need to take advantage of this. He knows he's decrewed it. This Panzer IV should have rocked on over with the Shrek squad to help kill, like completely blow these up, because the Allies are just going to recrew these now. So they've lost the opportunity. Yeah, they had maybe a minute or two to maybe blow those guns up completely, but the Panzer IV for some reason was rocking around in the mid. Maybe some bad coordination there from the Axis. Rifle sprinting in, maybe trying to close distance to lob a snare. Angrybirds kind of dropping the ball there a little bit, lets his tank get snared. Some M180 guns are pushing forward, but that Panzer IV should be able to back away before... Yeah, they're going to just get out of range in the nick of time. A Sherman on the field, up guns. Both Panzer IVs are looking fairly low. I don't think Angrybirds knows the AT guns are over here on the right-hand side. This is where he really could do with a Kettenkrad. He has just about enough resources right now to make one. Yeah, no vision. I think we'd also say the same thing for the Allies. The Allies are lacking any kind of vision as well to spot the front line. He's trying to take the opportunity to take out this cache here, this munitions cache. He almost gets it. He wants to stick in the fight to get one more shot in here. It's risky, but doesn't want to throw the Sherman here just to kill a cache. Straight in there with the repairs. 88 is now on the field. I mean, an 88. I mean, he did have one anti-tank. I think, to be honest, guys, I think the 88. He should have gone for a Stuka first here rather than get the 88. The 88 is a good choice. But I think he needs a Stuka to help try and wipe some of this infantry and maybe get the decrews on these AT guns as a priority. He already has like 3 AT rifles and a pack gun. Oh, damn, he wasn't paying attention. The tunnel bomb came in and has taken out the Stug D there. So the Chinese player finally getting some good utility there out of his tunnel bomb. Uh-oh. 88, overextended. No vision here for this area. Anti-tank gun is also low and not positioned well. AT guns are going to rock up and try and take up the flak, but even if 2 rounds from these AT rounds hit, it will survive. One did miss, and he's quick to react anyway, so that would have survived. Oh, however, Allies do take the opportunity here to steal the pack gun. Nice little pick there. Panzer IVs now have armoured skirts. That pack gun will be nice. It's good to steal weapons if you can. And here we go. Base 105. Opening up once again. Where's it going? I think he's aiming at the cache area here. Maybe on the... Oh! Pioneers! Yeah, obliterated there by that shot. I think they were still repairing, so they were more likely to take damage there as well from that artillery. Not a huge loss, Pioneers. They're not that expensive, but still annoying. So slow down the repairs on those Panzer IVs. Sherman looking fairly low. Probably 8 around from the 88 there as it has to back up. Now, the Axis have plenty. Look at the Axis. They've got 373 munitions, 448. Plenty of munitions here to instantly blow this artillery up. So they probably want to get a unit forward to spot to take this out. They know it's just killed one of their units, so they want to get vision over this. He might try and get his assault guys forward. He might, or he might hide them in the corner here, which is interesting. I think we would like to see Angrybirds again. Needs a Kettenkrad, or he should take his one of his Jaegers with the G43s round to the side here, drop the flare, get the vision of this area so they can drop artillery and clear this. We got a manpower point that's been cached from the allies here. Do have this forward reinforcement point. We've got 18 once again coming in onto the field for Furina. 88 turns, but good use of smoke from the allies. He's trying to blind the 88, I think, so I can't see clearly. Axis have done pretty well to stabilize in the victory point gain. The allies are still slightly ahead, but it's a lot closer now. Here comes the A team as they rock onto the field. MG is there, kind of covering that angle. And we do see a off-map being called to try and help clear this. It might be an incendiary bombing run. We'll see what it is. Oh, yeah. That's nasty. That should clean it up pretty quickly.
Command tank is ready for your orders.
Command tank on the field. I don't really see this much. That's quite... In conjunction with the P4s, it will buff them up, which is quite nice. Panzer Pioneers are super low trying to repair this. They've got to be careful. Was that double LEIG? It is double LEIG. Why no Stuka from Xuf? Maybe he wants to save his fuel up for a Tiger. Oh no, he has got a Stuka, so my bad. He has got one. I think he just tried to barrage the artillery in the back, but it's not enough there to kill it. They just need to do a big bombardment again on it, like they did before with their nice off-map. They killed the first one. Yeah, I think the double LEIG might be a bit overkill. Does lose another 250. A bit worried that the flak's got no infantry in front of it. The flak is getting some good hits on the Sherman, keep pushing it back.
We are down to 200 points. The enemy has claimed our sector.
Jaegers are almost all veteran C3 now, doing pretty well, but so the rifles are mostly vet 3 as well, so it's a fairly even fight. Over here, does feel like Furina is generally getting the majority of the wins on his side though. But with the P4 commands, I'm curious how this is going to play out. This is providing an aura buff to nearby vehicles. He's got to be careful he doesn't show his ass to the enemy front line though, which he's doing at the moment. Meanwhile, what do we have over here? The Stuka has died. Possibly due to the 105, or maybe the anti-tank guns pushed it. We do have another off-map being called in straight onto these AT guns, but our Asian player here is already microing them back, so he only loses the one. I think that might, unless the Axis can then capitalize on this, I think that might have been a waste of a Stuka bomb. Where are all the Panzer IVs? They need to come over to the left and help, like, dive in and clear these AT guns up. Rifleman trying to get close to get a snare in. I guess he's keeping them in the fight to get vision for the AT guns. We did see the combat engineers lob a satchel to clear the cache on this point as well. Double Sherman's now pushing on the field. It's going to set up, but it's on its own. And Riflemen are there as well. This is not good for the 88, actually. Grenade coming in onto the 88. The Shermans are going to try and focus it down maybe as well. Oh, it's been decrewed, but he's going to try and tow it. Can he get away? The flak is also on a slither at health. If the Shermans can take this out, that'd be big. We do have the Panzer IVs though, are finally coming over. And I think our Chinese player realised this and decides to back away before he's encircled. Probably the smart play. And I think Xuf is lucky there. That could have gone a lot worse for him. Flak could have died. The 88 could have been maybe completely blown up or something as well.
Victory point lost.
Still, the Axis haven't had a chance to take this out. They've just Stuka barraged it once. Oh, he's committing. He's committing. He's diving on this. We've got the tunnel bomb coming in as well. Where is it? Oh, there's the Panzer IV. He's going into it. No! Throws the Panzer IV away. He drives straight into it. However, both Shermans die. One Panzer IV is dead. The American anti-tank guns are turning around in to fight on the remaining Axis tanks. They have to try and get out. I think the Vet 2-1 might die here. It's getting focus fired. The Pack gun, though, has been badly. Micro is not ready to shoot. 1 round. We see some smoke being called in as well, maybe from the DAK tractor to cover the retreat. So good teamwork there. So overall, that is a win for the Axis as they kill 2 Shermans for 1 Panzer IV. But that could have easily been an even trade overall. Artillery still bombarding on the DAK tractor. I mean, neither one of them went, yeah, he went infantry support, so they can't salvage these wrecks. And however, we do know Xuf can. Xuf, if he gets a Panzer Pioneer over, he can salvage all these wrecks and make some serious bank from all those dudes. Does he have a Panzer Pioneer? He does. I think he's en route. However, he needs to protect these wrecks. He needs the 88 back up there. But he's sat back at the moment. Bringing it up now.
We should spend our munitions at once.
I think our Chinese player needs to take these wrecks out. I don't know if he realizes. He should know that the armor has been selected by Xuf because of the Stuka dive bomb. Has he got spy network? Can't tell from here. Oh, there's only the... Oh, good, another sprint in here from the assault grenadiers as they try and close the distance and wipe the anti-tank gun once again. Sherman, oh, once again angle here, but just is trying to get away also from the Jaegers with the AT rifles and also the line of fire from the 88. And he's going to keep pushing in here to get the vision that he needs. Panzer IV does get a wipe on a squad. Here comes another off map here. This should be a dead 105. Oh, and we've got a squad retreating as well past it at the same time. Oh, and the rifles die as well. Oh, God. That's not good. And he finishes it off with the Panzer IVs. This might be game here. However, we have Furina on a good flanking aim with AT guns and the Hellcat opening up on these overextended Panzer IVs. However, they don't die. They manage to back away. And now we see Xuf take the moment he has the chance to salvage these wrecks, which is going to be huge. We've got another, probably a sentry bombing run being called in here. Slightly off center there. Doesn't manage to connect with the med tent. I don't know even if they know if it's there. But I guess that goes to show you where you probably shouldn't put your off maps, or rather, sorry, your on map artillery pieces on your base's retreat path. If you build it to the side, you know, maybe more likely he would, you know, he wouldn't have lost that squad. But he lost a rifle as well as the artillery piece. Then one of the Panzer IVs is trying to limp away. You do see the Greyhound finally bit the dust, but though the machine gun's also decrewed. A satchel charge being lobbed to also kill the wreck and take out the machine gun. So that's a good play there from Furina. Take a win where he can. The amount of bank, that's like 3 wrecks over here that Xuf's got. Now 800 manpower, 200 fuel in the bank. Very close to being able to get out a Tiger. Unfortunately though, double AT guns do connect on the flat feeling. That is now dead. That is an annoying loss there for Xuf. It was Veteran Sig 3. He could rebuild it, but I think he's probably going to go for the Tiger now. I think that, you know, makes a lot of sense here. He is researching armored reserve, so the Tiger is imminent. And though he has lost his Stuka, he's gone for double DAK tractors. I guess he's, you know, these AT guns have got to be careful. Lots of mortar barrages could be called in on them. He's salvaging the wrecks continuously here to make some bank where he can. It's Vet 2 Scout. I'm sorry, Vet 3 Scout about to die. That's a painful loss. That's vision there. And there it goes for Furina. You do not want to be using your Vet Scouts. They are difficult to replace. The squad themselves are not that expensive, but the veterancy, that's hard to get. And it's where they get the Vet 1 and they'll be able to become cloaked and, you know, use them as a scout unit for vision. So it's really looking bad for the Allies now. A opens up once again on the Sherman. I'm not sure how the Allies are going to come back from this. We also see an anti-tank. I think he stole an anti-tank gun at some point. He's brought it back to the edge of the base. Stolen Axis machine gun. Oh, it's a smoke barrage. Coming in. Here's Itiga. Let's see, he's got all the upgrades here. Has he got tungsten? No, he's gone for survival package, so this Tiger is tankier. And we got a nice off-map barrage right on the AT guns as they set up. Great use of the DAK track. If they stay there, they die. The Tiger's perfect time for the Tiger to push in as well. Oh no, that's going to be one. That pack gun was stolen. It's been decrewed. A8 being pushed up in support as well. Tiger, big shot on the Vet 3 rifle. Should focus it down with the assault Grens here. They're going to get the decrew. Focus the Vet 3 rifle. They should be. They do get it. They do get it. Nice picks there. And then the Tiger's just going to keep focusing fire on the decrewed weapons to kill him. A8 is being pushed up as well. Oh, one of the Vet 2 assault grenadiers has got to be careful. One of the riflemen can focus them down and retreat. He should do. He's not able. Tunnel bomb goes in, catches the Tiger off guard, cripples it. But there's unfortunately not much follow through, I don't think. The 88 is going to protect the Tiger as it backs away. Another off map being called in. 80 gun has been recruited by the engineers. We see an engine critical shot from the 88 come in. Oh, and a Stuka bomb. And the 8. Oh my god, both Shermans die with the combo of the Stuka and 88. I think that's game. Oh my god, and the Panzer IV Armada. He's murdering the rest of this call in here. I think that's pretty much unfortunately, our Chinese player's probably out of the game. Yeah, he's only got 2 units left. He's got 2 units left, man. Oh, no.
Forces are briefed to contact a blitzkrieg on your signal.
Yeah, I just thought, unfortunately, I think the commander picks here from the Axis were better. They break through with the incendiary bombs, the off maps they had was so good. I think that, let me just pause it for a second. We'll switch over to perspective before the game ends here. Let's just have a quick look here. So Angrybirds, he had incendiary bombing run, smoke bombing run this game. His teammate, Xuf, he had dive bomb. He's actually not picked the other stuff on that's available. He also could have gotten himself a Panzer IV command tank as well, and they could have had double Panzer IV command tanks on the field, which would have been interesting this game, potentially. He's pop capped at the moment. I'm just trying to think, like, what's the other, that big kind of like Obiche barrage that kind of felt like it came in. Where did that come from, actually? I'm just thinking, how did Axis were able to do a big kind of off-map barrage onto the 105s? Because they had the Stuka bomb. So what else did the Axis have to do that? Because it was the Stuka bomb and then it was something else being called in as well. I'm not even sure what that was. What artillery? Does anyone in chat know what artillery that was? It was the he didn't have the Stuka anti-tank loiter. The walking Stuka was dead? No, it wouldn't have been a friendly fight. There was definitely some kind of Obiche type barrage going in as well. When the 105s were being killed this game, guys, I'm just thinking like the Stuka bomb came in, but it was a combination of things. It was maybe it was the Stuka bomb in conjunction with the Angrybirds' incendiary bombing run or something. I don't know. I feel like I need to watch that back just to figure out how he did it. But yeah, Axe have had a lot of munitions this game. The Stuka bomb and an arsenal. Yeah, the arsenal did blow up as well, I guess, which also maybe damaged it. There goes a rifle as well. Yeah, they're all benefiting from 20. Oh, there goes a Panzer IV, though. It does die. 20% rate of fire, 20% armor, and 15% additional rate of fire bonus when friendly vehicles destroyed. So yeah, actually, when that Panzer IV died, they all got another buff actually then. However, these P4s, I have to like go back away. It is up to Xuf to bring in the A8 to kind of come in clutch here. Oh, that's actually bad. The A8 is going to get decrewed here. Does immediately get recrewed by Angrybirds, but there's nothing there to pick it up. Allies need some kind of off-map. Did we have any kind of munitions ability here? Air support center, big bombs could have been dropped then while it was getting decrewed from the Allies. They could have used that potentially. But to wipe the gun completely. Furina is actually flying quite a bit. Allies are still going to try and stay in this game, but it's just, I think it's just lost too many units. Another fresh rifle. Yeah, the rifle's coming up completely fresh. They can't beat 2 Veteran C3 Assault Grenadiers. They're getting equipped even with bars as well. These are just some nasty infantry units here. Tiger as well, honestly. Furina, sorry, the Chinese player, he just can't do anything. It doesn't matter what he does now. He really can't beat this. Like, Xuf just needs to have, I don't know, the worst migraine in history or something for him to fuck up at this point. He's also made himself a brand new 88. His teammates got one for his side, so yeah, I don't know, man. Double 88s in the field, no good indirect fire for the allies. They keep losing their 105s. This is game, man. There's no, honestly, there's got to be something really special here for the allies to come back into this game right now. It's just not going to happen. I wonder if Angrybirds will make himself a half-track so we can tow this thing around. That might be a good idea, actually. But one thing I feel like Angrybirds has really lacked or just forgotten to do is he's not flared. Oh, hang on. Tiger overextended. Suddenly, big double team in effect. 4 Hellcats just going to instantly just kill this thing before they, you know, Xuf's really got a chance to retaliate. This is a huge play actually from the allies. They smoked the 88 to stop it firing. The A8s are coming around the back. We have a tunnel bomb coming in actually. Oh no, it's on his own units! Oh my god, it almost kills that rifleman squad. However, the Hellcats are still going here. One does die, the 88 is still available. Xuf could be using attack ground here, he's not. Oh, it's going to open up, another Panzer IV dies. Only 1 Hellcat remains, it's all dead. Oh, the AA gets a parting blow. Oh my god, all the tanks die. Oh my god, and after all of that, a single P4 and a P4 command tank live. Another bombing run comes in. Kills a tunnel. But that is game. Yeah, they've just surrendered. That is the end of the match there. Oh my god, what a crazy last minute dive in there. I wasn't expecting allies. They did really well then, actually. Kill the Tiger and kill quite a few tanks. They just needed to neutralize the 88 somehow. I don't know why they didn't try to, you know, I'm looking here, I guess they don't have the munitions maybe, but if they kind of had, I'm hoping maybe, it didn't use the bombing run to drop straight on the 88 to get it decrewed. Maybe, I think I even saw maybe, did we see any infantry? No, he didn't have any infantry, it's just a pure tank dive. But, I don't know. Yeah, the 88 was annoying. The right play though to smoke it, to blind it. Xuf could have used attack ground there maybe. During that engagement, he kind of like stopped microing because he was so busy microing all his other vehicles. He's had a lot of vehicles that really caught him off guard because he did lose quite a bit then actually. He does have 700 man, almost 800 manpower in the bank, so he can, you know, rebuy soon. Not much fuel though, to be fair. But all these wrecks, man. His Panzer Pioneers are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wrecks. That should, you know, with all the wrecks that he salvaged, he could just pretty much call his Tiger back on the field straight away, to be fair. That's the problem when you play against an armored, a DAK player, specifically one that has got armored support, or maybe someone that's playing, you know, anyone that has kind of the ability to salvage wrecks. You know, if you're going in for the dive, you need to kill the enemy vehicles and then kill the wrecks. And, you know, if you do die yourself behind enemy lines, you're just going to give the enemy free resources potentially, or they'll maybe even use that vehicle against you if they recover it properly rather than salvage it, which could be really nasty. So you got to bear that in mind when you go for a dive. But in this situation, the allies needed to do something magical to kind of come back into this game, and I'm glad they, you know, they rather than throwing the towel, they did try and attempt to do a nice big play at the end there. That was fun to watch. I just think, yeah, maybe I think the tunnel bomb died. I think, you know, tunnel bomb maybe on the 88. Just hasn't got the munitions for it. He did do a tunnel bomb here at one point, but just didn't do anything. So it was like 120 munitions to do the tunnel bomb, which really didn't do anything then, and he almost wiped one of his teammates' units on retreat, sadly. Yeah, fun game. I think what Xuf also needed then was to put some mines down. He had no mines here, so those Hellcats just came barreling down, and he was completely caught off guard. But also, again, no vision. Both teams, once again, in these games, even at these high-level games, which for some reason, no, they don't get units for vision. I mean, we got the DAK tractors, I guess, for Xuf, but I'm talking about line of sight as well. You need to see what is coming, where from, give you the early warning. No critting CAD from Angrybirds. He could have easily built a critting CAD this game. He didn't. And Xuf, I mean, he did have the DAK tractor, so I guess fair enough. But maybe a motorcycle as well, if he could have afforded it, would have been, I guess, kind of handy for a bit of vision. But yeah, there's no excuse for Angrybirds not to make himself a critting CAD this game. Would have probably really helped him out to see where all those American anti-tank guns were. And the Allies as well, I mean, both of them lose their scout squads. They need to keep the scout squads alive, put them into Vet 1 camo so they can sneak around and give vision. And then they could have maybe better figured out where to push the 88. And maybe more recon runs. I didn't see the Chinese player that went for the air support and said to use that many recons this game. The recon run is free, so he should be spamming that constantly, and he really wasn't. He only used it a few times, I think, the whole game. Yeah. I wonder if they overcommitted the Allies then. They got in, they killed the Tiger, but they kept on pushing. They could have maybe backed away afterwards and then came again shortly. I mean, they were quite low on VP, so they kind of did need to make a play. But, yeah. I went balls to the wall there, to be honest. You do, yeah. So when a tunnel bomb Grey Raven is called onto the battlefield, mate, you'll hear an audio to say some kind of artillery is incoming. But it's not artillery, it's an underground detonation. So Relic have to change that, you know. They did it with the V1. People complained that the V1 was really bad to figure out where it was coming from. They then added a siren noise and then made it kind of easier to figure out where it was going to land. Shortly after the V1 was introduced in February of last year. So I imagine that we'll see in the first update for January this year that they will look at the tunnel bomb. They will probably replace the audio line for Axis, make it more obvious, because it is such a nasty thing. It can win games pretty easily, that game. We're getting some big wipes. We did see it used fairly well this game from our Chinese player here. He did use it to take out the Stug D. He crippled the Tiger, but unfortunately didn't have a follow-through to finish off at one point. But, you know, good idea. A lot of other times he didn't use it very well, but he had a couple of good instances of it. But having it just have here, then suddenly snake around the corner does catch people off guard. And because it's just on a little timer, a lot of people might mistake it for like a grenade as well. I think that's the big issue as well, because if I look away and look back and I see a timer go down, I'm thinking, oh, that's probably just a grenade that's being lobbed. Oh shit, then there's a big explosion. Oh, I've just lost my unit. So I feel like the timer itself probably should look slightly different for this ability. Because at the moment, you know, it looks like just any kind of normal grenade that's being lobbed. But it does need to be maybe something, you know, because of how lethal it is, it needs to be something a bit bigger, I think. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it does have a 2-second timer when it gets to the location, but you know, you kind of see where it's coming from with the kind of the trail and the flare, but because the audio and visual of that kind of ability with the flare coming in, the kind of the spark, the detonation spark as it goes in, you can easily miss that in a huge explosions or all the other things that are going on in the battlefield. It's quite easy to miss it, to be honest. So I think they need to make it more distinct, it needs to stand out a lot more. Yeah, the gunpowder trail, like, yeah, especially on city maps, or like here, where it's already chewed up and all the ground's already quite grey from all the craters, it can be easy to miss the trail. So definitely, yeah, I agree. Yeah, you know, I don't think it is as balanced as as it is right now in the game. It does need fixing. Happy New Year to you, Kingdom, as well, buddy. What's going on with you? You alright?
So guys, that's the end of the video, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did and want more content, check out over here and over here. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, make sure to click the button down here. Catch you next video, guys. Take care. I'll see you soon.